What's up, everybody? It's Punk Rock Talk, episode 34. Today, my guest is Franco Villanueva of Destructive Productions. Right now, you're listening to The Militia. The song is called Meet Your Demise. It's on our Spotify playlist, Rebellion Noise 2022. You can find our Spotify playlist by searching for it on Spotify or by going to the Havoc's Spotify page and scrolling to the bottom. It's there for you guys to check out. And you should follow the playlist. We update it every Monday in correlation with whoever we're going to be interviewing on Punk Rock Talk that week. And because we're interviewing Franco today, he's putting on a show this weekend, and we've updated our playlist with all the bands that are playing the show, as well as some of our other favorites. Speaking of which, check this out. There's the flyer for the show this weekend. We've got Unwanted Noise, The Militia, Bad Nasty, Destructive, Noxious from Chicago. It's going to be a killer show. So if you are in the NorCal area, you should definitely check that show out. Having said that, let's keep rolling here. Have you missed an old episode of Punk Rock Talk? Not to worry. They are on the Havoc's YouTube channel. If you have not subscribed to our YouTube channel, you should do that. And while you're there, just click or tap that bell icon so you'll be notified every time we upload new content to our channel. And there's always things in the works for us to upload to our channel. Not just episodes of Punk Rock Talk. This episode of Punk Rock Talk and every episode of Punk Rock Talk are brought to you by our wonderful sponsor, Dead and Buried Inc. That's Dead and Buried Inc. I-N-C, not I-N-K. Are you in a band? Do you need merchandise? They are your source. They can print t-shirts, patches, buttons, stickers, posters, banners, pretty much everything, guys. I was talking with Justin today, my best friend, guitarist in the Havoc, and also owner of Dead and Buried Inc. And he told me that they are currently printing for Journey. That's right, The Journey. Don't stop believing, motherfuckers. This episode of Punk Rock Talk and every episode of Punk Rock Talk is also brought to you by Rebellion Noise Records. That's right, Rebellion Noise Records, my label. We are here on Instagram at Rebellion Noise Records. There's a lot in the works for that. Updates are going to be coming soon. Announcements being made next month. Speaking of next month, we're going to be taking a break. Next week, there will not be an episode of Punk Rock Talk next week because I am finally going on my honeymoon. It's been 3 years in the making, delayed because of the pandemic and having a baby, but it's finally going to happen. So I'm going to enjoy next week, taking it off. But we have an exciting guest for the beginning of October, which we're going to announce at the end of this show. And I can't wait for it. I can't wait for that guest, and I can't wait for October. It's my favorite month of the year. Okay. Before we get our guest on here, I need to do this. It's important. If you've been following along, every week I've been mentioning that our friend Brittany from Oil Change, the drummer for Oil Change, is going to be undergoing heart surgery at a predetermined date in the somewhat near future. There is a GoFundMe, as her insurance is not covering the surgery. They have not covered any of the appointments that she's had already, and they're not going to, unfortunately. So you can find the link to her GoFundMe on Oil Change's Instagram page. The link is in their bio. This is an important cause, guys. We want to see Brittany come through this on the other side. She has to have a heart valve replacement. I believe that's correct. Heart valve replacement. If I'm wrong, I'm sorry. But it's not just, a walk in the park, I'm sure. So anyway, well wishes go out to Brittany and the rest of Oil Change, and I can't wait to see the end result of this, because I know it's going to be positive. In the meantime, you guys just show your support and contribute to this GoFundMe, okay? All right. I think it's time that we get our guest on here. But if you have questions for myself or Franco, you can submit those by tapping that question mark icon on your device. Please don't put them in the comments section. Use that question mark feature, and we'll get to them about halfway through the show. But go ahead and submit those questions now. You can ask us anything, guys. It's your opportunity to just let loose whatever is on your mind. All right, guys? Here we go. Go ahead and get Franco on here. Okay. Destructive Productions. Okay, hopefully we'll get Franco on here in just a second. While we're waiting, I hope all of you are having a great week. There's a lot of you traveling this week to Los Angeles for CY Fest. Safe travels to all of you that are making your way there, fans and bands included. To all the bands, I hope you have a killer time and play a great set. Well, not sure what the delay is here. I was just on the phone with Franco before we went live, and all was good there. So if you're watching, Franco, okay, I just got the notification saying that Destructive Productions is unable to join. So if you're watching, Franco, you can actually send the invitation to me. Hello. Hey, man, I sent you I sent you the invite, but it didn't. It said that you weren't able to join it. Yeah, it's on live right now, but so whenever I send you the invite, Instagram should send you a notification, and you just tap the notification. Yeah, it did not. Okay, let's do this. I will send it to your personal account, and let's see if it goes through there. All right, cool. Stand by. All right, everybody. Sorry about Sorry about that, guys. We're having some technical difficulties. Just give us a second here to sort through it. I'm going to try this going from his personal page and see what happens there. Invitation has been sent. There we go.
Yeah. What up?
Hey, man. Sorry that we were having issues. I don't know why it wasn't allowing you to join going to the Destructive Productions page, but
That's
at least we
a lot
got
of
you on here.
huh?
Okay.
Yeah, what up? Okay, sweat.
There we go.
All right.
Looks like you're good there. Maybe.
Yeah, how we doing?
Perfect. Now we're talking. Okay.
It's a lot of destruction sometimes at Destructive Clubhouse, you know.
Yeah, man. How you doing?
I'm doing great. Life is amazing. Can I introduce my beautiful wife, Maria, that handles everything that I cannot do and everything?
Please do. Let's get her on camera.
Hello.
Hi. How are you?
Good, thanks.
Awesome. You know, we didn't promote this as a couples interview, although we've done that in the past, and it might have been a good idea for us to do that because you guys really are a power couple, and you're doing a lot for the scene.
Thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate that. You know, it's been crazy. You know, it's like we've been together since I was 17, and you know, we met at a show. I was actually playing guitar, and she didn't see my face, but she was like, dude, like, those rock your hands, you know? And we've been in love ever since, you know?
That's awesome. And you guys have a beautiful family, too.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank
You're welcome.
you. Cuatro.
So awesome.
Congratulations, by the way.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah, that's a blessing, man.
Yeah, man. Mine, she just turned 1 in July. So there's a lot happening with her right now. We're
everything's an adventure.
Yeah, exactly. She's talking a lot, but there's not very many words. It's just a lot of realization, you know.
Yeah, it's coming, dad.
Yeah, lots of dad. She knows who changes her diaper. I mean, Mama and I both do.
Yeah, all trust. Hey.
Yeah.
You get down. You already know.
When Dada is home, she knows to ask for Dada when it's a diaper. She doesn't ask Mama. She asks Dada.
Dude, hey, that's why they're so attached to Dad. I know the mama does a special thing, but there's nothing like Daddy being at home. You know, we spoil a little bit.
Yeah, I hear that. To our guests that aren't familiar with who you are, could you just take a moment to introduce yourselves and tell everybody where you're from and just a little bit about your history?
Okay, so my name is Maria. Maria Villanueva now, since we're married.
And Franco, you know.
I'm actually from Mexico. And
I'm from Jalisco too.
Franco.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just being like Hispanics in the punk culture, you know, and just beautiful stuff like that. California, like, it really lives up to its name, you know, the punk scene out here in Fresno. We're from Fresno, right? So we're right in the middle.
Yeah.
Like, everything. It's crazy.
Yeah, we're right
it's
in the middle.
wild. You know, I don't know if you guys ever been to Fresno. You either hear good things or bad things.
Yeah.
But we're the good things. But yeah, it's been a crazy trip because it's 05. I mean, my band's been around since 03. The Volitia, but going back to that, there was a lack of promoters in that time, especially when it was about the recession, and everybody just sort of built. If you didn't have money or you weren't a big shot, nobody wanted to fuck with you, especially punk bands. We're not big shots, or we got a lot of money. You know what I mean? We're in it for the fucking music and the vibes. And that being said, there was a super lack of promoters, and then just, you know, all these bands hitting us up. Who do we play? Where do we play? And that's how it really all started, Destructive Productions.
Well, I love that, man, because I'm definitely familiar with Fresno, and you know that the Havoc did shows there in the 2000s, and it was kind of like always hit or miss.
Yep, and sometimes it's like that, you know what I mean? But
yeah,
you get a personal show sometimes to some legends, and if you weren't there, that's the thing about LA. You could have fucking I mean, shoot, I've just toured with Exploited. You know what I mean? I hosted Wadi right here myself, and it's crazy how music just influences everything, like everywhere I go. You know what I mean? It's really good, you know what I mean, in that sense.
No doubt, man. I loved that you posted some photos of you and Wadi hanging out together, and like he's helping put up your mohawk and shit.
Dude, what the fuck? I'm like, dude, no, I am not worthy. I am not worthy. You know? She was so happy for me too, by the way, because I'm just like a little kid living up like all my freaking dreams. So it's just great, you know, we were just super blessed, and you know, I mean, just to have the support that I do, and my wife just does it as much as she possibly can, on top of 4 kids, and it's just amazing. Life's really crazy right now, and I'm very stoked, and a lot of cool things happening right now.
Hell yeah, man. You know, the thing that I love about, you know, your experience hanging out with Wadi and everything is like, it's proof that no matter how big you are in the punk scene, there's no rock star bullshit here.
Bro, no, not at all. Like, I'm just some freaking ranch kid from Fresno doing shows, and what the fuck, Wadi requesting me? Like, no, I'm not.
That's what I thought. I was like, there's a million people in LA that he could have chosen, you know, to be his basically personal assistant. And we get Franco from little Fresno to do that. That was amazing.
Yeah, it's fucking
super honor. It's an honor.
I think it's a charisma and a trust that only Franco, like, you know, puts out there like that.
Appreciate that. It's definitely exciting. I don't even know what life has in holds for us, because honestly, just reach for the sky, just be happy, live your dreams. I work a 9 to 5 too, and I work my butt off every day. Yeah. But at the end of the day, I know I get to see my kids. I get to come to like the best people in the world, work my ass off again, and it's fun.
Do shows and have fun.
Yeah, we don't sleep much, but we do a lot.
Yeah, man, I understand the struggle, but it's about giving back to the community, right?
Yeah, definitely, man. Yeah, we're super blessed. Just the community itself has paid and donated half the warehouse, skate ramps, music lights, staging, pantry, like things you would never, TV, Wi-Fi, like equipment. It's ridiculous. It's really cool. The punk scene, the whole scene in general, everybody's got each other's backs. You know what I mean? And I'm glad to see that happen in Fresno. And every time we go to other little cities, you know, we vibe with each other, you know, and we learn from each other. Unite, but you learn.
Hell yeah. You guys got a really cool show happening there this weekend. Let's talk a little bit about that.
Yeah.
Well, which one?
Yeah, which one? We have a couple.
Sorry, I was mentioning the one that's on Saturday, Bad Nasty and Noxious. And, it's on Monday. My bad.
Those guys, love you guys. You're fucking the shit. Noxious, all the homies, dude. Like really, like just amazing to see the whole street.
They were really fun. Really nice
dude,
guys.
you know, just everybody putting in work. I love when like international bands and nobody's fucking rich, nobody's doing this shit. Like you said, no rocks are bullshit. Everybody comes together and punk's united. You know, that's what it really is about. And that's why I love that tour in general. That was fucking badass. Cheers, guys. Have a good safe trip.
Yeah, man. I'm excited that you guys are doing that show, especially because Noxious are on that. And
oh, yeah.
They're like one of the first bands I interviewed.
Bro, we were just talking about how cool you were, and you know, I mean, he actually gave me little touch-ups on the interview, and I'm like, dude, I'm excited. They were excited, you know what I mean? When people have each other's backs, you know, that's really unity, you know. So, hey, appreciate you having us on the show, and you know, much love and support.
Yeah. You know what? I just saw a comment right here by my friend Jerry. He goes by Jerry Lowlife, and
yeah, what's up, Papa? You.
I need to give a little shout out to him because he has another podcast that he does, and he interviewed me on that last week. I think it was last Friday. Time goes by so fast, I don't even remember.
Yeah.
But man, it was a hell of an interview. It was like 2.5 hours long, and it's up on his YouTube channel now. So for all of you watching, if you want to hear a little bit more just about my story and whatever, and not just punk rock. I mean, we talk about a lot of shit. Um, check out Jerry's page, Jerry
Oh
Lowlaw.
yeah. Follow Jerry, my dudes. Real punks support real punks.
Hell yeah, man.
Yee.
But anyway, getting back to you guys. Sorry about that little plug.
No, you're good. Hey, do the plugs, man. Show that love. You already know. We out here.
Let's talk a little bit more just about some of the things that you guys are involved with, because there's so much happening there with the warehouse, and you guys have a festival that happens yearly. Let's talk a little bit about that. Fresno Punk Invasion.
Fresno Punk Invasion. Ooh, what, installment 7, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Installment 7. That's a lot. That's a lot of years to keep doing for the festival. Just want to put that out there.
Yeah, so it started in our backyard.
Yeah, really, like in the backyards of Fresno, right in the country, but right in the city where you can still get away with shit.
It's in the middle, yeah.
And I think one of our first headliners were Vol. We got Corrupted Views. We got, you know, I mean, we really kept our like ears to the street and just go forward, you know. And that was really the evolution of it.
Destructive Made Simple too.
You know, Destructive Made Simple, and then the next year we had Asi Des.
Next year we had Asi Des, and
You know,
that was wild.
Total Chaos. No, you know, a couple years just going Conflict. You know, we had freaking
Lower
Class Brats, Agent Orange, JFA, shoot, like DRI.
We've done those are all the other random shows.
Yeah, you know what? We got a lot of good random shows too, so it's crazy to mix this festival in with. We're so busy with everything else. But it's something so special for us that we really like hold it in, that we got it like really top notch here, you know?
Awesome. Yeah. I think you guys, maybe it was 2019, you had messaged us about potentially playing that.
Yes. We would love to have the Havoc one day, just saying, you know what I mean? When you guys are ready, roll through.
Yeah, man.
Got good seat
and
like,
there. We had talked about it, and we were like, yeah, like it'd be cool to play, but it was still really early for us, you know, just kind of getting the ball rolling with, you know, doing a reunion and all that. But
dude, oh man, dude, I'm telling you, Fresno has a special spot for the Havoc. Let me just let you know that. You know what I mean? Just through us, through the, like, dude, trust me, roll through, you're gonna have a great gig. I recommend all the OG bands coming through, you know what I mean? Fresno's a good spot. You got LA, you got the Bay. We're right here, baby.
It's the best spot in the middle to stop before you hit the Bay Area.
You know what I mean? Make a little gas money, save some homies, you know what I mean? And everybody's always having a great time. You come to Destructive Clubhouse, you're gonna have a good time. Just
well,
let me know.
I'll let you in on a little I will let you in on a little secret.
Oh shit.
So some of the bands that you mentioned earlier,
yeah,
I'm not going to say specifically who, but I will say that it was more than one of the bands that you mentioned. There are talks happening right now.
Ooh, I love that.
And when we get off the phone, when we get off this interview later this evening, we'll get on another phone call. And I'll give you a little bit more information.
I would love to.
There's a potential tour being planned right now. So if it all comes together, then yeah, man, I will. I'll let you know who you should talk to about getting us through there.
And my dude, I think I already heard the word for the bird.
Yeah.
We'll talk later though.
Yeah.
Heck yeah, bro.
But hey, real quick, shout out to all of those bands that you guys mentioned.
Everybody, anyone just like laundry list. Oh,
yeah, man. We're fans of all those bands.
Broken Cups, I love the Broken Cups though, real quick. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, I love Broken Cups.
You know, everybody put in work. Like, hey, man, so many.
So many friends.
Dude, I know so many friends. And real talk, just everybody that has supported throughout the years, every band, every kid, every adult, whatever it is, that has supported these shows on the low income crazy shit. If you come to Fresno, we're not rich. There's a crazy poverty fucking city written by fucking cop rats and all that shit. So we really have to look out for each other. I'm not gonna lie. So it's a safe place here. Gracias, and I love you guys.
Hell yeah, man. Let's talk a little bit more about some of the things that you guys are involved with. You have something called the Skate Salvage. Is that correct?
Yeah.
What is that
Skate
about?
Salvage.
So pretty much Fresno Skate Salvage, and this is going to go on to my homie Rodney. You already know, much love. So this is a charity ran thing that we build new complete skateboards that are gear ready, pro decks. You know what I mean? And we give them to kids that are coming out of the motels. You know what I mean? They're like coming from broken homes. You know what I mean? You need a
can't
skateboard.
afford a real skateboard, you know.
We just hook them up with a brand new one, and the way we get them, we get thrashed up skateboards, we sand them down, we send them to prisoners, you know, and then we blast them up with some good paint, you know what I mean, and that gets donated.
The money they get from the donations when they auction off the skateboards that the prisoners have worked on, that money that was
Guys, if you can hear me, the audio dropped. So I'm not sure what happened, but I can't hear anything you're saying now. Did you have a notification come through or something? It might have messed up the audio. There we go. I hear something.
Hey, you hear me, Jason?
There we go. Yeah. So, yeah, the audio cut out for some reason. So can you back up just a little bit?
Yeah, hey, so Fresno Skate Salvage, pretty much we sand down the boards, we paint them up, we send them to prisoners, and they bring them back, and then it's all
do art on them.
Yeah.
And then that art on the skateboards gets auctioned off, and the money that was donated from the auction goes towards getting new skateboards, fresh new skateboards, to give to the kids.
That's really fascinating to me. I am so curious how you set that up with the prison system.
It's wild, and it's through a charity.
Yeah, it's through a charity. Rodney.
Rodney, shout out to my boy Rodney. You already know he's putting in work, and then he pretty much.
Franco's kind of a facilitator.
Yeah, Destructive Productions and Warehouse.
Yeah.
We run a charity through here as well, so like we teach them how to skate and all that good stuff here, and we give them a helmet, and then you know what I mean. It's a dish or drop for any equipment or anything anybody wants to donate.
That's really cool on so many levels. You know, first of all, for the artwork to be done by prisoners, I mean, part of being incarcerated is filling your time. And I think that it's great that they have an outlet there where they can focus on being creative and give back in some way.
Yeah.
So I think that's amazing. The other thing that's super cool is that you're putting skateboards, you know, in the hands of kids that need something to do, you know, to fill their time and stay busy and stay out of trouble.
Dude, yes. Get the good trouble. Not that
exactly. And Franco, you've been skating for a long time, right?
Yes, but I'm going to be real. I stopped for a very long time to focus on my band. And the pandemic sort of changed that for me because there was no shows. You know what I mean? So I really got back into it heavily, and I'm going to be real. I got all my tricks back. I'm in the best shape of my life. My energy level, my confidence level is just, you know, I'm just grateful to be able to do that because some kids sort of lost it, and they could always gain it back. That's what I say. You could always get it back, you know, just jump out on that skateboard or the bicycle, whatever it is for you, you know? Yeah,
man. I think it's so cool, too, because, you know, as we get older, like, one of the things that you mentioned was just, like, the energy. And, like, it's hard to have the energy for some of those things, you know, but I love seeing, you know, like watching your Instagram and seeing you out there riding and like staying strong and, you know, doing something.
Thank you, bro.
Great exercise.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, man. You guys and another homie of mine, Tom.
Oh, man. Shit, yes. Hey, Tom getting down,
dude, all the time he's posting on Instagram, him skating and just like.
He's a ripper. Yeah,
he is, dude. The shit he does is wild.
Dude, hey, trust, we're going to skate soon, so I'll see you out there, homie. You have the punks.
Yeah, man, you ought to get his band up there to the warehouse. And
hey, hell yeah, definitely. You already know my dude, hit us up. And I mean, we'll stay in contact for sure. It always happens like that.
So before we continue on, I just want to address the audience real quick. If you are watching this right now and you have questions for myself or Franco or his wife about anything, Destructive Productions, the Militia, the Havoc, Fresno Punk Invasion, any of these things we've been talking about. You guys can ask questions by tapping that question mark icon on your device. Please don't put them in the comments section. We're about to start the live Q&A in a few minutes. So let's talk a little bit about the Militia.
Okay.
You guys have been around for a while.
Yes. 03.
Since 03.
Yes. Wow.
And you guys have some new stuff in the works right now. Let's talk a little bit about what you got going on.
So we actually got a tour going on for the first time in like over 10 years. So damn busy out here. But you know what? You have to do the things that make you happy. At this point in my life, we all work our butts off. You know what I mean? We do the family. But you know what? The little things like touring with your best friends and just getting into a little bit of like, you know, like you don't know what's going to happen the next day. The experience. Just seeing hot, you know what I mean? Seeing all the people that you've met and connected, even through the social networks and stuff like that.
All
It's
the
amazing.
Facebook
Yeah, like, dude, it's great. You know, I just recollecting.
Yep, lost audio again.
Can you hear me now?
Yep, we're good now.
Okay. Hey, I guess I'm popular right now. I don't know why.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, dude, like, I'm gonna be real. It's a lot of like good stuff happening right now with the Militia. We've actually just went on all the socials and you know what would you say that?
You put your music on the platforms.
On the platforms. We've been out of the trunk since 03, bro. So
yeah.
all our CDs and all that, you know how it is. You know, just going
We're late
on.
on putting it to digital.
We're very late. So if you hear it now and you can tag us, you know, salud. But we got a lot of old school stuff that we're gonna be putting back, old school retro shirts. But we got hella new shit too. So I'm hella excited. You know, one it's called World War III. We're sort of keeping it a little bit relevant, you know what I mean? You never know what's gonna happen and then we got all the classics coming down on an old school comp that's gonna be just like, if you ever listen, you know what I mean, the old school, remember the Unseen where you just had like all the shit, you just open up? That's just gonna be a Militia collection pretty much of everything that's ever happened. So
cool.
That's something to look forward to. Mocosos tour, October, salud my compa, compita Nick, you know, toda la raza out there listening. You know, we love you and we'll see you on tour, compita. Cheers.
Yeah.
Mocosos.
Yeah, I've been talking to those guys too about getting them on Punk Rock Talk. So.
Oh, dude, they're the best.
They're so
Spanish.
fun.
Oh, man.
They're so fun.
Man, hey, hell of an interview. Let me let you know that.
Yeah, hopefully it works out soon. I told them to get in touch with Bill. Shout out to Bill.
Yeah. Hey, cheers, Bill.
Yeah, he handles all the booking for Punk Rock Talk. So if you're in a band and you would like to be on Punk Rock Talk, you need to reach out to him. Bill Johnson at 40 Ounce Booking. He'll get it set up. And real quick, before we go to the live Q&A, one question about the Militia. Do you guys have anything new recorded, or are you going to be recording soon?
And we're actually recording right now. So that's sort of, you know what I mean, getting everything put together. And then on top of just running the warehouse and everything, everything's pretty crazy. Every day's full. So I gotta
every single day.
So we just gotta sort of pick and choose where we put the energy. And like for instance, my bass player coming in to just button up everything. You know what I mean? It's organized. It's a lot of work just to even make this happen. You know what I mean? So it's not just getting on stage and you know doing what you do. It's about the work that somebody puts in and the compassion that somebody has toward that music.
Yeah, you know, not to sound too cliche, but the saying is true, man. Every day is a gift.
Yes.
And
yes.
I think you really start to understand that as you get older, you know.
Good. Yes, most definitely. That's what Wadi told me when I was. It's crazy because I went from one day sleeping in a van with and in the back of the trunk to the next day sleeping in a 5-star hotel with Wadi, and Wadi just appreciating the fuck out of where he's at. And he tells me, this is really where you want to be, because you want to be in that life where you don't give a fuck about what people say. You worked your ass off to get yourself there, and now you could just live yourself, and every day is a blessing. That was the last thing he told me.
That's so cool because that guy's been through a lot.
Dude,
you know,
what
he's
the
had
heck, bro?
he's had some obvious health struggles.
Yeah.
He's pulled through
4
them.
heart surgeries.
Yeah, and he's dropped a ton of weight.
Yes.
You know,
on the good side, because he's super healthy. Every day he would eat a Subway, a tuna, if he's listening, guys. A tuna, Subway, a little bit of pickles, and a little bit of pepper. That's the Waddy special right there. Good.
Nice.
Nice and healthy for you.
Well, hey, shout out to Waddy. If he's
Yes,
watching.
I love Waddy. See, hey, we love you, homie. He actually asked us to go back in September for another tour. So another tour is happening in the U.S.
Nice.
You didn't hear that anywhere but here, right?
Well, if Waddy is watching now or if he watches later, dude, much love to you, man. I grew up on The Exploited. It's one of my favorite bands.
Hallelujah, hell yeah.
If you ever want to be a guest on Punk Rock Talk, let us know, man.
Dude, hey.
Love to have you, brother.
Hey, I'll ask him too, just in case, you know, we're like, hey, roll through, make it, dude, you know what I mean? Just put it right there. That's all it takes.
Hell yeah.
All right, salud, Waddy.
Having said that, let's go ahead and jump into the live Q&A and see what the audience has to say, all right?
Yeah.
Okay. First question comes from our friends in Goners, UK. Says, can't wait to play the Warehouse. Is there anything the Warehouse needs that we can help out with?
Wow, that's thank you. That's so helpful. Wow, I wasn't even expecting that. That's amazing. Thank you. Honestly, don't worry about it. We have equipment. We have the great stage. We have great people. We're literally in the green room right now, so there's AC. You know what I mean? You guys have a little pantry. You guys have got Wi-Fi. You guys are good, man. Honestly, just bring the good times, good vibes, and, you know, just have fun. Good times, bro. We don't ask for much. Just let yourself be. This is what we ask here at Destructive Warehouse. Just let yourself be. It's a comfortable place to do your talents, you know, and have fun.
Shout out to Rob and the rest of Goners UK, man. Those guys.
Hey, we'll see you out there, brother. We'll see you soon. Yeah.
All right. Next question comes from our good friend Kurt of Dismantled Records. He says, any plans to tour the East Coast?
Hey, we're talking about it next year. Yeah, that's actually crazy you ask, because, like, dude, right now, it's, you know, this is a time where I've invested so much time into music and everything. I think I'm going to go and explore a little bit. I've been, like, putting in so much work. I just got to go. And my wife's so supportive.
Yeah, I think before the problem you had with getting out there is not having places to put them on, you know, like connections. And now I think that people know more of him. I think it's going to be easier. Because before it was harder.
That's crazy. So you already know. If you ever want to plug in Fresno, just hit up Destructive Productions. Or if you know me, my wife, you know what I mean, we'll make sure you have a good place to play, some gas money in your tank. You know what I mean? A couple little things to eat. You already know. So listen, thank you. We'll be out on the East Coast hopefully next year, maybe with Mocosos, if everything goes right.
Yeah, man. We're talking to some people over on the East Coast too. Really excited to get over there. First time in a long, long time. But shout out to all the homies on the East Coast and the Hostel City Oi Council, Jason Clank.
Yeah.
Parasitic said, what's up? What's up, guys?
Hey, saludos, compa. Yeah. We're getting down, homie.
Okay, let's see. Next question here. Comes from Tarantula GU Rule. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that correctly.
Is that compadre? Yeah, saludos, compa. Yeah, love you, homie. That's the
Says, much respect to Franco and Maria for keeping punk alive in Fresno. So no question right there, just a shout out.
Oh, thank you, bro.
We love you,
I
Andre.
love you, compa. You already know. When I was a young
Andre
kid,
taught us the way.
he taught us the way. We were just young punks. We didn't know what's up. We were just, you know, that guy's the OG, and much respect. And saludos, compa. Miss you and love you, brother. We'll see you soon.
Awesome. Next question comes from River Trash 77. He asks, or they ask, most influential band you listen to often?
Ooh, that's
You have many.
yeah, I have many. I'm gonna be real. I'm like a good broken record. I just put on the OG shit, all the motherfuckers. I could be real. If I could be fucking real, I would. Damn. Hey, shout out to my boys at Rookers.
Oh my God, the Rookers are the best.
So
They're the best guys. They're so fun.
Hey, they can party. Watch out for those guys on this too.
They're harder
I would
than
say,
any kid.
since I was a kid, I would go back. And I'm gonna go back to the Rookers. I'm gonna say the Rookers.
I like Barookers and Broken Bones.
Broken Bones. Hey, but damn. I met Danzig, and that was pretty crazy. And Waddy did not like Danzig.
All the Misfits influenced.
Yeah, like, you know what I mean?
And exploited.
Well, of course.
You can never go.
No, I mean, that's, you know, of course. Hey, exploited. I don't know, you guys see, but it's right there. Yeah, you gotta keep it real, you know? Exploited.
Yeah, and some of my favorites as well, man. Broken Bones. Love that band.
Hell yeah. Hey, what was yours, babe? Maria didn't say hers.
Oh, no, I did. I said Broken Bones.
So we all too. I shot it out like 10.
Okay.
But yeah, we got so many influences.
Nice. Another question here. This one comes from Manny D303 Ceasefire. He says, "Are the Militia doing any covers when you all come to Denver, my boy?"
Oh my dude, hey, I'll see you soon, homie. Real talk, I think right now the cover we've been doing is an OG sex and violence, but we're working on a new cover.
You used to do Dead Cities.
And we do Dead Cities. We've done Looks Like Trouble by The Virus. That was like one of our fan favorite ones. So yeah, we got a couple covers, and I think we got to work more on that one, Popa. That's a good question, brother. You got me. Hell yeah. Saludos, my boy. I'll see you soon.
All right, next question comes from our homies in the Parasitics. He says, "Are you guys going to CY this weekend?"
Oh, shit. See you guys out there. Hey, we're going to see all
We're
the
so excited to see everybody.
Gang shit. Not even trip. We're going to be out there representing a little bit of Fresno.
Can't wait to see our friends in
Wow. Yeah, dude, everybody, I'm excited for the debauch, dude. Like, what the fuck? That's like one off the checklist. But dude, the whole lineup. You know, Nacho, good job, man, putting it in, you know what I mean? And dude, that whole lineup was just great. Fucking good bands from the beginning all the way to the end.
It feels like 2003 all over again.
Yeah, we just needed the Havoc, but maybe the Havoc soon. Yeah.
You know, I would have been happy to be a part of that fest, but it just didn't work out. But
Yeah.
shout out to all the bands that are playing, man. I mean, like you said, it looks like a flyer from 03 or some shit. What
Dude,
band were you
right?
excited
That's
to
wild, dude. Dude, like seriously, this Saturday, that's a vacation. You
Hell
know,
yeah.
we're not doing anything but rocking and rolling with everybody.
Yeah, it's going to be alright.
What band are you most excited to see?
The Unseen.
Yeah. Hey, the Unseen hard. Hey, shout out to Mark, man. You already know. You know, we were actually we could still get them out there, you know what I mean, soon. But yeah,
Hopefully they'll come here soon.
yeah, but hey, shout out to all the bands, the Erections, Who Killed Spike and Jacket.
Dead City.
Dead City, hey, Dead City, hey, watch out, those cabrones, you know what I mean? Shit. And you know, the whole lineup, I mean,
Yeah,
all of
it's
them,
packed for sure.
full events. I think that's the homies, the little low key homies coming up on the bill. Oh, that's on the pre-show, huh?
There's a few shows going on the weekend, yeah.
Yeah, so hey, a lot of good shows happening over there, so check them out if you can.
Hell yeah. Okay, next question comes from Mac Antunez. Will you be bringing back Steve Caballero next year to Fresno?
Ah, shit, hell yeah.
I hope so, we wish.
Hey, I'm in a row. We're working on other pro skaters as well, which is so, like, super fucking amazing. You know what I mean? Because now pro skaters want to come to my warehouse and just fucking just, like, rock out, skateboard, and the fact that we give these kids out, you know what I mean, some good boards and stuff, it really, you know, it gives a good aspect on what we do here, you know? So they're definitely excited to come out here. But yes, hey, shout out to Steve Caballero too, man. Cool ass motherfucker.
Awesome. Looks like that's it for the audience questions.
Yeah,
But
thank you guys.
if you're watching and you still want to submit some questions, we have a few minutes left, so you can do that. Having said that, let's talk a little bit more about Fresno Punk Invasion. You told me that you've got some headliners that you can announce now.
Finally,
Yeah.
yes, I think we'll announce it now. I'll let
Let's
you
hear it.
first, yeah.
All right, so for Friday, November 18th,
Drum roll.
we're going to have Nate No Face.
Nate No Face. If you know, if you don't know, no.
Now you know.
Yeah, now you know. Yeah, Nate No Face, and we're building up a great lineup, and it's pretty much almost done. And I'm gonna go ahead and announce the other headliner. Cities. Yeah, LA in the house. All right, so salud. That's gonna be Dead City. I said it like water. But dude, I'm excited. That's like literally that. You know, that's a good start. An amazing start. It's gonna look great, and we're excited just to keep building. You know, every show too, not just fucking Fresno Punk Invasion, but if I'm gonna roll, we're gonna set a little. I want to say, what is it like? You pick the hat for any band that wants to join in, because I know it's hard to sometimes get in with the headliners, or whatever it is. And no rocks are bullshit. We're gonna do a little thing.
We're gonna mix locals and big
yes,
guys. always
invite the locals. I'm gonna let the little guys. You gotta make it real. Salud.
Yeah, man. You always got to have room for the guys that are up and coming, man. That the new bands, they've got to be promoted.
Dude, right? Dude, trust me. I've seen the little guys go to the big guys, dude, and it's just fucking amazing, because that's the scene that we live in. You don't know who's going to be watching you or who's going to be checking you out or what bands. Sometimes I've had some amazing bands that are whoever I'm talking to, and just even in LA, you don't know who you're talking to. So like they walk on stage or whatever, they're like, whoa, I didn't know that was Homeboy. You know what I mean? It's amazing things, just always be humble, be happy, and do what you want. Be passionate about it.
Yeah, man, you're 100% right there. I love it.
Yeah.
Before I let you go, I know that you said that you've got quite a list of shout outs. So I want to give you the opportunity now to go ahead and start on your list, man. Let's hear it.
Hey, first off and most off, everybody that's ever supported the scene or any underground event. We started off as the little guys, and now we look like the big guys, but we're little guys as well. So I really appreciate you guys, all the donations, the bands, everything, all the support, even the people on other sides of the planet. Like, dude, it's wild. People are pitching in, and like, it's amazing.
Yeah, shout out to the Mocosos.
Mocosos con Quitane,
our friends,
rappers, you know what I mean? The homies, Nani, a little bit of Broken Bones, Broken Cuffs también, Verruchers, Exploited, all the little homies too, you know what I mean? Full 1055 right here, Full Circle Brewery, we got Strummer, Joe Strummer, we got a fucking baby named after Joe Strummer, bro. Mm-hmm. We're very blessed to be working from all these venues, not even just to have this warehouse. We literally put on shows across, give them business, and our people are great, and they go, support local, which is a really big one, even though sometimes it takes a couple extra dollars or even here, it takes a couple less dollars. But yeah, it's all a complete beautiful circle around here, man. So we're very appreciative of everybody putting in work and just helping us out, and over the years, just being kind and loving to each other, being respectful. That's a big one.
Awesome.
But thank you guys. Love you guys.
I want to thank you for taking the time out of your busy schedule to be my guest today on Punk Rock Talk, man.
Thank you,
brother. To have you guys on here.
Hey, we're blessed, man. Thank you, brother. Everything's blessed, man.
And before I let you go, just a shout out to everybody that's been tuning in every week, man. We really appreciate you guys over here. Next week, we are going to be taking the week off. I'm going to be going on vacation. But when we return, Wednesday, October 5th, we have a very special guest. Franco, would you like to announce who our guest is going to be for the first Wednesday of October?
The Coffin Cats!
Hell yeah. Coffin Cast,
Yeah, and
baby.
they killed it in Fresno, by the way. They killed
I
it.
bet they did, man. They kill it everywhere they
my
go.
boys. Yeah.
Yeah, October is my favorite month of the year.
Yeah.
And I'm looking forward to doing this show in October because there's a lot of punk rock and Halloween talk that we're going to do.
Dude, it's a lot of punk rock. And hey, since it's the end of the show, this is my baby. I'm trying to keep her a little.
We're trying to keep her
like in the back. You know what I mean?
Hi.
Hi.
Say hi.
We love everybody and thank you guys for tuning in. You know what I mean? Jason, you're a freaking like the greatest character out there, bro. You're keeping this alive, and I know you guys took a little break, and I'm just glad you guys are back and appreciate everything you guys do for everybody.
Yes, this is amazing.
Really amazing, man. Thank you guys.
Sincerely, man, to you and to the audience, like from the bottom of my heart, I love doing this shit because this music is what changed my life as an adolescent. Yeah. And it feels good to connect with the scene this way. I don't get out a lot. I work really hard and I focus on my own music and shit. So for me to get out and like go to shows is kind of a rarity, but for me to be able to connect with the audience this way, it means a lot to me. So fucking love all you guys. And Franco, Maria, both of you, I can't wait to have a conversation with you guys in person, hopefully sometime in the relatively near future.
Yeah, and definitely we'll see you guys out here soon.
Hell yeah, man. All right. Thanks again, guys. And to play us out, again, this is the Vilicia with Meet Your Demise.
Salud.
Thanks, everybody, for tuning in to Punk Rock Talk.
Bye.
We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Later.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Love Punk Rock Talk. Like it? Yeah, I like it too. Saludos, we love you guys. Yeah. I'm gonna get your turn.
So many people called you.
Salud, salud, we love you guys. Yeah.